Let's give it a little bit of here. Oof, yeah, man. Oh god, this thing is quick. This P58 is an amazing engine. Good morning and welcome back to Peter's Autovlog. This is Peter. In today's interesting used car segment, we're gonna get behind the wheel and do a brief review of this 2021 BMW 540i X-Drive. Now we're going to take a see how much this car has appreciated over the past, I would say, 3.5 years. Even though this one here is in a beautiful shape and it's well kept as well. Really impressed with the way it was kept. But before we go on, I want to give a big shout out to Bartow Ford for allowing me some time with this BMW, part of the used car inventory. Big thank you to my friend Tim, and I'm going to put all their information and a link to their website in the description below. And ladies and gentlemen, here we have this 2021 BMW 540i X-Drive. This one here that we have with us here is finished off in Alpine white with the ivory Dakota leather that's part of this interior. Now this one, as you can see, guys, is finished off with the M Sports package. We're using with this 20-inch wheels. Coming around, guys, just a beautiful looking sedan. It was super well maintained. The paint's in excellent shape. I was just really impressed with the way this was car was so clean, and I think it's probably one of the best looking 5 Series or modern 5 BMWs that there is. See, the new one, the 2024 one, has not really warmed up to me yet. I think this sedan here is probably the best modern 5 Series that you can get for the one, except of course going to the older models. You can see, guys, M540, love the shape of this rear taillights, just the design, the rear diffuser as well with the dark kind of grayish glossy back. Just looks great, especially with this M Sport wheels. Just a really good looking sedan, especially that it's got such low mileage. This one only has 38,000, just under 41,000 miles, and their asking price is basically $38,500. So quite a bit of a bargain sedan, especially for what this original sticker at. I did find the original sticker, and once we get inside, we'll take a look at that sticker for your information. And taking a look at this, the front of this BMW 5 Series, you can see, guys, one of the best ones I can see. Modern, clean, no huge grills, nothing like that. Just nice LED headlights, the intermining lights, all type of, M Sport. As you can see here, intakes, just with a beautiful sedan, as you can see, guys. And coming around here, as you can see, now I did mention that this one here was equipped with the M Sports package. I don't believe it includes any types of suspension. You have to go to the M Dynamics handling pack, something like that. This one here just gives you this beautiful 20-inch wheels. These are basically M Sport wheels, and these are basically a staggered setup. You got 245s in the front, 275s in the rear. I really love the wheel design. Not the easiest to clean, but as you can see, guys, really nice wheel. These are also, though, come with a 4-piston M Sport brake, as you can see there in the back. Beautiful blue caliper with, I think it's a 14.7-inch rotors here in the very front. So pretty good size brakes as well all around. Also, the rear calipers are painted. We'll check out in just a few moments. But really nice the way all this wheel and setup is. Really thin Goodyear Eagle F1 run flat tires. Pretty thin tires, but they do definitely look great on this car. As you can see, guys, we do have a functional air scoop right there. As you can see, there comes out of here as well. That's a little bit of done in gloss black. Of course, we got your sunroof here on the top. This has got a, as you can see, guys, a kind of a black tint on this car. It looks really good. Now here in the back, as you can see, guys, we got the same wheel and tire package, just a 275mm wide tire. Goodyear Eagle F1 with the red, the blue painted caliper here, as you can see in the back. Coming here to the back, guys, just a really nice, just love the design of this 5 Series. You can see, guys, if I kneel down a little bit, we got a nice double exhaust here. We got a kind of a dark grayish glossy diffuser to that, guys. And of course, I got the key with me here. As you can see, we press and hold that. We have basically your automatic opening trunk, as you can see there. 14 cubic feet of space here in the back. Pretty good size, as you can see there. And if I kneel down, I can see, I believe the seats do fold down to forwards as well. And that's about it, guys. You can see I can't raise this up because it's kind of hard. I don't have any fingernails to get in that, but pretty good size amount of space for a mid-size sedan. I really like it, guys. But there we go, guys. Now you cannot bring the trunk with a key. You have to press the button here, but that will automatically come down for you. There we go. And handy here too, the hood of this 540. Let's go ahead and open her up. And we have some hydraulic assistance. Thank you, BMW. And here we have the 3-liter inline-6 turbocharged engine known as the B58. This is producing 335 horsepower and 332 pound-feet of torque. Now for this year, for the B58, it's got basically a mild hybrid 48-volt system that helps it in terms of starting and all that kind of stuff. So that's basically this the first year that BMW introduced a system into this B58, which is not crazy about that, but Fantastic engine, guys. You know, this is one of the best engines that BMW has. So power is going through a 8-speed automatic CF transmission, and of course this has got BMW's X all-wheel drive system in this 540i. Great system if you live up in the north where you need that for the winter time in snow or sleet conditions. Fantastic car to have. Fantastic engine as well. Of course, there's many engines you can get in this 5 Series, from this engine to the 4-cylinder to the V8 to turbo V8, and of course a high performance M5 as well. And talking about fuel economy, you're looking at about 25 in the city, 32 on the highway. So originally this engines are already pretty efficient with no hybrid system. Obviously now with a bit of a hybrid system, of course you're going to get a little bit higher mileage for those who like to have a little more extension in their driving range. But there you go, guys. Fantastic engine. Let's go ahead and bring the hood down, and there we go. And taking a quick look at the interior of this 5 Series. Now, as you can see, guys, this one here is finished off with the ivory Dakota leather, which is a beautiful leather. Of course, you got Napa leather, and this is like a step down to the Dakota. But beautiful leather, really nice and super clean as well. As you can see, this is a light beige color, but a bit of contrast stitching there in like a dark brown, but super well maintained. Super, just, you know, the owner, the former owner, kudos to him that did it. Nobody really said here in the back, as I can tell. No kickstart types of marks, nothing like that. A couple of USB ports, AC vents here, a little bit more storage space, and of course we do have a bit of a center console right there to take out your cup holders. But I'm not going to get in, guys, but you can see, guys, really nice interior, super well kept as well. Looks like nobody sat here in the back, but go ahead and get to the front. Heading to the driver's seat of this BMW, of course we got comfort access, and of course the wheels do fold in as well, and we have also blind spot detection. And if we open her up, now as you can see, opening up the door, beautiful hybrid leather interior, really nice. I mean, if I knee down a little bit here, you can see, guys, super clean the way this is kept. Owner did a good job of keeping it clean, and of course this is kind of interior does get quite dirty easily if you don't maintain it, or at least you don't, you know, watch for it. Of course we got the wood, the ambient lighting, controls for windows and mirrors there. As you can see, there are a couple of memory settings for the seats, your AM sport badge right there here on your door sill. Awesome car look. As you guys go inside, we got a really nice interior. We got the 16-way power of sport seats that you can see there. They're only heated inside. This does not include cool seats. You haven't paid enough yet, but really nice leather covered steering wheel, as you can see there. Let's go ahead, guys, and drop inside. As you can see, guys, I really love this interior. This interior is just one of the best ones to me, in my personal opinion. You got really nice visibility, but of course you got the sunroof, you got the ambient lighting, as you can tell, with a bit of light. I don't know if it turned on or not. This ivory Dakota leather interior is in beautiful shape as well. As you can see, there's no any type of wear or anything like that. It might be just a little bit of wipe and clean, but overall this thing has not been abused or nothing like that. Even the steering wheel is in fantastic shape, and as I mentioned, for about $30,500, this is a lot of car for the money, because nowadays you can get maybe a mid-size sedan like this. You're looking at a Camry, a Core, whichever way. If you get a fully loaded one, and then one of those cars, you're looking at about the same price, $35,000 to $40,000, depending on the model. But you're looking at about the same type of car, and you get something like this. Just, of course, it's going to have more maintenance on it, stuff like that, but you're driving a BMW. Now here, guys, in terms of instrumentation, we got dual 12.3-inch screens. Now this is the way I usually love the BMWs, and kind of separated, not a huge, you know, 30-inch screen across like every other car that's coming out nowadays. So this is the way I really prefer my cluster. But let's go ahead, guys, before we go, let's go ahead and start up this BMW. You're going to put a foot on the brake, hit a start button right there, and let's go ahead and get her started. And we have to drop the stereo system a little bit there. Now, for those who follow my channel, know that I recently did a BMW 540i X about a couple of months ago. You're more than welcome to browse my channel, check that interior. Basically the same car, but this is the B58. That was the N63, if I'm correct, on that turbocharged V8 engine. But overall, basically almost the same car. Now, before we close the door, guys, I'm going to put this thing on sport mode. See if we might get a little bit of louder exhaust. As you can see, guys, we are set on sport. And before we close the door, let's go ahead and see if we can hear this B58 a little bit. Oh, this sounds so good, this engine. Let's go ahead, guys, and close the door. Now, come here, guys, as I mentioned, here we got Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and we also got all types of connections, phone connections, all that stuff. This one here has got a high definition stereo, which I believe is a Harman Kardon, and this has got about 13 speakers. Let's go ahead and see if we can hear the system a little bit here. And we got some sort of chill there, as you can see there. Now you can easily switch the stations here, as you can see, just going back and pressing that there and going back to the chill. Really easy to navigate your system, and the system sounds very, very nice. Down here, yes, we got basically your hazards. We got your basically eco mode here. We got your all your controls here for your stereo, including some regular buttons, and of course just a manual button there for your that. I believe you can also use the gesture. This is not equipped with the gestures. I checked the sticker, so you can definitely just voice command it as well. But going on, dual zone AC here in the bottom, guys. So it's automatic dual zone AC with some heated seats. We do not have cooled seats here on this one. This is not equipped with that, but you have to pay a little higher price. Wireless phone charger right here, as you can see there. Then we got your cup holders. We got this, close this up a little bit. You can see there. Very nice interior. Love the wood. It's really nice wood. We got the cup. We got your glove box on this side, as you can see there as well. More wood, nice ambient lighting that you can change with many different colors. Up here we got your sunroof, as you can see there, controls for that, lights, all that stuff there, rear mirror. Guys, really nice the way all this is. Coming here to instrumentation, of course you got your 12.3-inch screen, as I mentioned. Paddles, we got the adaptive cruise control, and you can also switch to the modes depending on that. You can go to sport, comfort, of course also eco mode as well if you want to save some gas, but we're going to put it back on sport because that's the type of channel we are. 8-speed CF automatics, as I mentioned here, controls here for your iDrive, and I don't know, this looks something like the aftermarket. I'm sure that's not something that comes off of this or comes from the factory. Parking brake, auto hold here button, and if we open up the center console, we do have a little more, one more USB port right there, as you can see there in a little pamphlet there that Ford's giving you there. But really nice the way everything is. As I mentioned, really clean interior for being this color, this light cream, very well kept. No, you can see there's no types of marks or something that really like a heavy use. Not at all. It's a pretty clean car. Now, as I mentioned before, guys, before we go on to a test drive, I did find the original sticker, which is right here with me. Let's go ahead and check that out. Now, as you can see here, pretty good size sticker. I'm gonna put this on the screen for you guys as well to show a little better because the lights might be a little bit more. Here we got a 2021 540 sedan. Now, as you can see, this one here's got the $1,500 convenience package and the $3,300 M Sports package, Alpine white with the ivory white Dakota leather. You can see all the options right there. As you can see, the total price of $67,000 even. All the pictures you can see there, that 25 City 32 highway, all made in Germany. So very good amounts. Not a cheap car overall, but for $38,500, you're basically saving almost half the price. And this is still a pretty nice deal. As you can see, guys, 40,744 miles. So pretty much it's still I would say newer BMW. I won't really worry about reliability at this mileage. And once they get past 100, then I would worry. But I wouldn't buy. This is a fantastic car. Lots of car for the money. Lots of technology, and especially good power with this B58 engine. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and go out for a test drive. I have lowered the windows on just a little bit. The dark house pretty dark tint, and I'm sorry if it's a little dark here inside of the cockpit. It is a little kind of overcast day as well, so we got a little bit of cloud cover, and that's not help out the situation in terms of camera, especially with the GoPros. Let's go ahead, guys, and put our car on drive. Of course, as I mentioned, parking brake here, pretty easy to drive, very simple. I'm not crazy about this type of setup. BMW has been doing that for quite a while, but it's not, considering some of the stuff that's coming out new, I would prefer that to the rotary that Ford's using, for example. But let's go ahead, guys, and see how this BMW and the seat just talked on me there. Let's see how this engine and car feels. Obviously, the 540 that I drove did have different suspension on it, more of a sport suspension. This one here, considering with the M Sport package, I don't think he give you the M Dynamic package, which you can get as well for handling. This does not have it. And this 5 Series, except when you get to the M5 or the 540 or the 550, these are basically more towards the softer side, not a typical BMW handling sedan. Now you can see how the suspension is a little bit stiffer with the really low profile tires, and they're run flat as well. So basically it's like a hard rubber. But super smooth shifts. I just love the tone of this B58. It's just such a great car. Let's go ahead and go. We're in sport mode. I'm not sure that's a cop. I want to be real careful here. Wow, the torque in this is just fantastic, and the response to the engine is just amazing too. I'm gonna put up the windows, guys, here just a little bit because there is quite a bit of wind noise, and I apologize if it gets a little bit dark. Now the car's kind of steering for me there, as you can tell. Yeah, it's interesting that all these cars have all this help to help you steer, but I love to drive. I'm going to turn that off, but I don't know how to. I'm going to have to mess with the whole iDrive system there. But yeah, let's see how this drive is. Let's go ahead and in terms of handling, wow, this got a little more body roll than I would like to, but it does feel great. It's a firm ride. but it's not by any means, now that you're riding on the road, even though it's pretty smooth, it feels pretty nice and comfortable. Very quiet, no type of any rattles, nothing like that. Pretty solid car. It's only got over 40,000 miles. This BMWs, I think, are still a good, well built, especially this gen. I love the way it looks, and I think I'm not still looking. I really don't like the new one. This hasn't really warmed up to me. I'm seated in person. I'll put a picture of you guys up on the screen, but to me, it hasn't really hit my mark. For me, this is probably the best modern 5 Series that BMW has produced. Can we use the paddles? Yeah, we can. Yeah, this thing, if you punch it, nice, super sweet. You can even feel the engine, but it's got good torque. We're on sport mode, right? Yes, we are. Just making sure. Now, of course, being a more of an elegant GT car, this is not going to have the loud exhaust that a 340 might have, a 3 Series. But this feels fantastic, though. And the brakes, yeah, the brakes. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, guys, everything's falling apart in my plate went up forward. But yeah, good brakes for sure. This is for piston calipers from BMW. And all right, let's give a little bit of here. Oof, yeah, man. Oh god, this thing is quick. This P58 is an amazing engine, I'll be honest. Wow, very impressed with this 58. A lot of torque, a lot of good horsepower. Even though it's in a heavier car, remember that you get a 48-volt system as well in this one, so it's got a little bit of help. I think that's mostly helps out with when you're starting with the torque and all that stuff. Doesn't really do much for higher end horsepower, I doubt it. But wow, fantastic feeling of this engine. In terms of steering, yeah, not a lot of it's pretty direct, to be honest, especially with this 20-inch wheels and low profile tires. Very direct in terms of steering. Not a lot of feel. A little bit of this is definitely has a little, not more speed. A little bit of like crumble, a little bit of noise coming to the steering wheel, but not in terms of like leather. A little bit of noise coming through the like leather. That's what it feels like. But as you can see, guys, they still haven't picked up some of this trash from Hurricane Helene a few weeks back. I guess the county hasn't come yet. They had a lot of stuff, of course, and a lot of tree trims and all that. But quite a story that the hurricane came through here a few weeks back. And of course, we got some Florida cranes that let's see, we gotta let them too. Nobody behind us here. Come on, ladies. Are you gonna go or what? Yep, there we go. You gotta. This is basically part of Florida life, where it's either a crocodile or cranes, and you gotta be respectful to the nature and beautiful animals that we have here in Central Florida. There we go. They're safe there. And let's give it back to look at this. The torque is just great, and this acceleration is fantastic. This car, obviously, this engine is already pretty good in terms of fuel efficient if you're not hard on them. And this thing's give you basically in the mid 30s for fuel economy. Oops, I got a little bit on top of the line there. But you can see, fantastic transmission and shifts. You can barely feel them, but the torque is just so impressive in this car. Now, probably as I was mentioning, the engine, this engine's already pretty these engines are pretty already fuel efficient and without any 48-volt system. Of course, that's gonna help, but just to me, just complicates the engine in terms of reliability for the the higher mileage. Because obviously, this type of system, I heard some websites and I've seen them on some Instagrams that they're having problems with that later on, not at the moment. But this is still pretty a young car. Usually, you don't see those problems till 100,000 plus miles. But a fantastic car overall. It's actually rides smoother than I thought it would. Suspension is a little rough when you get to batches and some holes, but overall a super smooth riding car. Very elegant, feels refined, feels confident. Not the, you can tell this is not meant to, for high-speed handling, nothing like that. But it's pretty well behaved. Oops, I'm gonna hurry up here. Oh, you can just feel the overdrive. Just takes off quickly too. What a great car this is. And we got no cars here. So So we can give a little more acceleration here, guys. Yeah, she just picks up like a little rock, and it's very quiet too. Super smooth and refined. It's just impressive. They can get a lot of trouble with this car because this thing is just so smooth and quiet, and just takes up like a quiet rocket ship too. Yeah, this is a fantastic car, that BMW, but I really love this car. Anyway you take it and shape it, great car that BMW built. Now we gotta wait for traffic here. But let me know, guys, what you guys think of this 2021 BMW 540i for the price for what you get. It's a fantastic car, a lot of power, good fuel efficiency, to be honest with you. If you're not in it hard, you got cool heated seats, a luxury car. As you can see, we got the beautiful ambient lighting, as you can tell. I haven't really messed with this stuff, but we do have also navigation as well in this car. If you can see, guys, we go back home here, and you can see the calm navigation there. You can see all kinds of fantastic things that you can have in this car. But all right, guys, coming into conclusion, thank you very much if you made it this far into the video. I really appreciate it. Let me know what you guys think about if this car is actually a good bargain to get to buy. I know reliability comes into hand, but this is a well-maintained car. I think it was a one owner and all dealer to maintain. It's only got 40,000 miles on it, so you can tell it hasn't been through anything, and this thing is just in fantastic shape as well. So great buy. I think it's actually a good buy for this 5 Series BMW. But all right, guys, thank you very much for watching. Once again, thank you to Bartow Ford for allowing me some time with this BMW. And all right, guys, if you made it this far into the video, once again, thank you very much. Leave me a comment, leave me a like, let me know what you think, guys. If you were to purchase something like this, I think it's a great car, especially for depreciation wise. From $67,000 to $38,000, you're looking almost basically half price, and you get still a fantastic car. So this is probably the way to buy them and experience this BMW ownership. But all right, guys, have a fantastic day. We'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.